Good morning, everybody. We're gonna be back. We're back on building the roll cage for the MR2. Let me give you a little peek at what we got going on. We got the main hoop in here. I still have to drill the holes in the floor, but first I'm going to bend up this piece, which is going to be the part that follows the roof line there, goes down the A pillar, and goes down to the floor. So, yeah, that's next. And then once we have that one set in, we know where to drill a hole up there, and we can drill the holes, put it all back in, start putting it together. So yeah, let's get this thing bent up. I gotta get some tubing down, get it cleaned up, and we'll start bending this thing. Alright, unfortunately, when you're building stuff like this, especially when you're new to roll cages, especially like me, there's a little bit of trial and error. So this is my second piece. The first piece stuck down quite a bit further and it was pointing in too far. So I had to add a little bit of rotation to the tube to turn it back out this way. And as you can see now, I got a really good fit. I still have to notch it. I think I'm just gonna notch it by hand because it doesn't need that much notching. And yeah, so we'll do a little bit of hand notch there. Same here, it was a little bit too short on this end, so it wasn't pushing up high enough into here. So, I mean, that's kind of a crappy view right there, but yeah, if you're gonna stand out from the outside of the car, you can actually barely even see it. It comes down a little bit right there. I mean, ideally speaking, I could have probably tucked that up just a tiny bit more, but this is pretty dang good. There it goes. So I'm gonna hand notch this one. We're gonna build the one over there. Then we're gonna start drilling holes. Hopefully I can get that done before I go pick my son up from school. And maybe we can start. Oh, and then we got to build, yeah, then we can start tacking it together once we have our holes. And then we got to make our plates to slide up under there. And then we can put a dash bar in and all the other stuff, and then drop it down and weld it and all that stuff. That's not going to happen today probably, but let's at least try. I'm going to at least try to get this other bar bent, get that one notched in there, and start drilling these holes. All right, here's what I mean when I was saying that I had to add add some rotation to it. I had to add 20 degrees of rotation, because this is basically straight down, right? Like running along the panel, and then I had to make it curve. I had to make it curve in this direction in order to meet up with the main hoop correctly. So, and that's my screwed up piece right there. It has no rotation. Oh, I guess I can put that next to here. And you can see how that makes a difference right there. So. I gotta make the second one. Hopefully I don't screw this one up. All right, so we got both bars made. There's that one just sitting in there. Here's this one. Follows the line of everything pretty good. See, outside the car, you can barely just see that tube sticking out, so pretty good. It'll definitely do the job. Okay, so next order of business is to cut all these holes where the tube is going to slide down. And it's funny because they're not going to go all the way through, but they should drop down enough because there's multiple layers there. Hopefully it'll be able to drop down enough so I can get around and weld it. After we cut the holes, we got to make the plates that are going to be in there so we can slide them under and hold the cage up while we mock up the rest of the parts, like a windshield bar or a header bar, or whatever you want to call it, right here. That's going to run across here to the other side. And then we'll put a little piece in there to tie that. into the dash bar. This one butts up right against it, so we'll be welding that to there. And then there's a lot more to do, so I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna cut these holes out, pull all these tubes back out, cut these holes out. Good morning, everybody. We're back at this roll cage. So what I've done since you've seen me last is cut the holes for the tube to slide through, and then I've built the plates. They're gonna cover that when we're done. These ones back here are super easy. Just a couple pieces of flat plate on each side. So we got all 4 of those. We got our holes drilled. We got the paint removed around it. I got a little bit of cleanup on the dash bar, where we're probably going to end up welding to it. So now it is time to get the main hoop back in, get the 2 A-pillar bars back in, get all this stuff fitted, and start tacking it together. And then we're going to work on building the windshield bar, the cut bar that goes up here. So, all right, that's what we're doing. Alright, so here we are. Cage is all welded up, at least these joints are. So now we're going to pop it all back up, put the plates under it. This. Yeah, pop it back up, put the plates on it, and weld the plates in and the tubes to the plates and all that jizzy jazz. And then I gotta throw the seat back in here so I can see where the shoulder hoop needs to be. Okay. trucking away on this roll cage here. We are not done, but we made a lot of progress. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on. So of course you saw me make the main hoop, right? And then we got our 2 bars that go down along the A-pillar. I was hoping this would be a little bit closer, but it's not too bad. What else? Oh yeah, so this is the harness bar. This is where the seat belts, the 4-point harnesses will attach. Will loop around here. And then I haven't really looked to see where the factory bolts. Okay, so here's one there and one there. So I should be able to just bolt the seat belts in and then loop them around the harness, around the bar there. So we got it tied into the floor with all of our plates on each corner, and then now we also are tied into the dash. Ooh, jeez, I wanted that not too long ago. Okay, so now we're tied into the dash here, and then over there we got our piece of tube that ties us in. Over here, it made more sense to make a gusset to tie us in, and I kind of waddled behind there, and I got it in here, and I tied it into the chassis here and here on both sides and here. So what we have left to do is I got to figure out, you know, which I got to put a crossbar in here, and I think it needs to go from this corner down, but I'm not sure. I mean, or we could even do like a full X, but I don't think I have tubing for that, for one, and two, it's adding more weight. So so we need to do that, and then I also want to add a couple of bars that come from the hoop up here, and they come down and tie into the bulkhead here somewhere. So like probably right in here maybe. It's just going to be a short piece of tube that comes here to there, and then I think that'll be it. But that certainly won't be it for tube work for this thing, because we have to build a strut brace here and tie it into here, the bulkhead here. I don't know where the factory one is, and probably wouldn't be that great anyways, so we got to do that. And then up here in the front we have to do something similar. All right, so took a break, had some dinner. We're back out here. I got this guy in here, this supporting bar here, and now I need to recreate the same thing on the other side. So I think I've decided that I'm not gonna go with a crossbar. Well, I don't even know what I've decided yet. So I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna work on getting this in here first. So I got this piece of plate cut up, you know, notched and bent a little bit to go up over that little guy. And then, but I need to get in here with the grinder and a wire wheel and clean all the paint off so we can weld this plate in here. All right, the cage is done. We are not done with tube work, but we are done with the cage for now. So I ended up putting this sill bar, I think is what they call it. Anyways, that's for like if you hit a tree or something. But you know, in the future we'll probably come back in and do some door bars, maybe a crossbar here if we need it or something. But yeah, that's it. This is what we're gonna run for now. So we got some pretty good, I mean, those are some good joints right there. You got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, basically like 4 tubes intersecting. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, at least it'll be easy to get in and out of. But so yeah, that's it for now. We need to clean all this up. I've still got to do the strut brace here. So it's gonna be a bars that run across here and then run up to that firewall there and across. We need to brace all this up. I'm pretty sure this has a brace from the factory, which I don't have. So and then same in the front. So we got part of a factory bracelet which we'll use, and then we'll add a bar in and some gussets and stuff. We'll make sure that this is stiffened up but it's coming along. My buddies are coming down pretty soon, and we are going to paint this thing. So, yep. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight, though. I'm tired. It's late. I'll probably do a little bit more cleanup. We also need to get this. I got some expanded metal to put across. So we're definitely not done with fabrication stuff yet. So I got some expanded metal to put across here to protect the radiator from like big stuff like rocks and whatnot. Same, I got another piece that'll fit up under there to protect this, so you know there won't be anything hopefully smashing up our radiator. We gotta hang the front bumper. We gotta do something about fenders. We got way more to do than we have time, but I am done for tonight. I am tired. We'll catch you guys later.